Good morning, comic fans. You're with the Comic Pusher of the Comics Club, Tampa and Brandon's favorite comic and gaming store. Hey, man, it's the third. No, it's the fourth. It's the fourth of 5 new comic book days here in the month of July. We're so happy to have 5 new comic book days in any given month. Had me at the word sale. Oh, yes, Charles. We have a big sale coming up, and it's our midsummer sale. I'm very excited about it. We're all very excited about it here at the Comics Club. I'm going to tell you about it, and all the details of it in just a minute. However, before we jump into that, I got some cool stuff to show you. You know, I'm not just a comic book pusher. I'm really a pop culture collectibles pusher. So we have games, we have toys, we have all kinds of stuff to show you today. And I want to lead off with something that came out a while back, and we have had a really tough time getting our hands on it. And we were lucky enough to get ourselves a Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy gift bundle. These things are the hottest things on earth for Magic the Gathering right now. So I've only got 2 available. I highly recommend, if you have any interest in this, to come in and grab it before they are gone. And they will not be part of the sale we were going to be talking about in a couple minutes. I also was fortunate enough to get a few more packs of Pokemon. Again, Destined Rivals. It's the latest Pokemon, and Pokemon, again, is the hottest thing on earth and hard to get a hold of through our distributors. So I was able to get a 1 box, so I got packs to sell while they last. So don't miss your chance. If you're interested in Pokemon, get them at the Comics Club. Of course, if you're a Discount Club member or subscriber, you do get discounts on Magic the Gathering, other games. So, but they are not actually part of the sale that will be coming up. I got another thing to show you. We had a restock of this. When we first got these in, they sold out too sweet. But we got them back in. It's the Chucky lunchbox. He was exclusive. Only so many of these are made. I don't know the exact number, but I think they've been showing them on like 1,500 or 2,500 made. How you doing, Steve Fisher? Good to see you this morning. Thank you so much for joining us, Charles, too. And so here, this is the Chucky box. That's one side where he's, the good little toy, and the other side where he's tearing the literal box open here and clawing his way out. And inside you get, as you can see, pull this out here. You get this little beverage container. Don't call it a thermos. That'll make the thermos company twitch if you didn't pay them for it, or if it's not an actual thermos, which it's not. It's just a beverage container. But it's not the thermos brand. Otherwise, though, what a cool, fun collectible, eh? Let's see if I can get the thing back in here. Here we go. And this will be here at the Comics Club. You can also find these on our website as well, comicsclub.com. There's that fun thing. So we also have 2 really cool things to show you. Now, there were actually 3 things made. One was made gold level, one was made silver level, and one was made bronze level. So I have the silver and the bronze level ones available for sale. If you're a Rocketeer fan, this is something really cool. It's a Rocketeer collector coin, and when you open it up and look inside, first of all, you get this great photograph of Dave Stevens, who created Rocketeer. Amazing artist. And then when you look deeper inside, you get this little booklet, which has all kinds of details about the Rocketeer and Dave Sims' life. And then, of course, you get the coin. And that is the one for the bronze coin. And this one, let's see, what's the retail on that? That's $38 for that. This is the silver level one. Like I said, I didn't get the gold level one. I'm not certain what they offered in that. But in this one, it's basically the same setup for the silver and in here. But you get this Collector Coin Series 1, it says, this little card from all the creators, including Mike Kaluta is one of the signers here, Jennifer Stevens, okay, and all of these other people who took part in this, and its certificate is, number 256. And then inside you get the little pamphlet again, like I showed you before. You get the little pamphlet telling you all the history of the Rocketeer and everything, and then you get the silver level coin inside. So what a beautiful collectible. If you are a fan of Dave Stevens like me, you're definitely going to want to own one of these. Beautiful collectible to own. I highly recommend it to all Dave Stevens fans. These wonderful little coins make a beautiful display in your collectible case at home, All right. So got those out of the way. Now, coming up, Mr. Happy's going to want to give you his secret word. We also have, I'm going to plug my book, by the way. This is a Jillian McLeod, Happy Scout, a Smile is Born. It's my children's book. It was done by me, my daughter. She did the artwork in it. It's a fun little story about this little girl is 8 years old, Jillian McLeod, and she spends a day trying to get people to smile. And it's a cute, fun story. If you have kids in your life, probably from little all the way up to as much as 10 years old, I highly recommend this. Whether you're reading it to them or reading it yourself, they're going to love it. So you can get it through the Comics Club here, signed copies, or you can get it on Amazon on Kindle or on hard copy. So there's me plugging my book. There you go. Also, I want to show you this cool little new thing we got in, Misfit Dice, okay? These are little, you get 2 complete sets of polyhedrals, okay? 14 dice. And when you open it up, you're random. You don't know what you're going to get until you open it up. And these, you get 2 unique poly sets of mismatched mini dice. And when you open it up, you see there are 2 complete sets of little polyhedral dice in there. How cool is that? And we have these on sale now at the Comics Club. A little blind bag thing. It's a lot of fun. Every copy is definitely great for kids. Well, thank you, Steve. I appreciate you having a copy of Jillian McLeod, Happy Scout. I hope your daughter loves it. All right. Dynamite Dispatches, the catalog for Dynamite's comic books is in the house. You want to grab one of those if you're into their comics or want to know what they have to offer coming up. We got a restock on Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. This is the very first volume of now it has a second story, Beneath the Trees. It's the second volume. I forget the subtitle on it, but it's just out. And if you haven't read the first one, great stuff. We'll link those. Well, of course they're fantastic. Creature Commandos is in the house, trade paperback, as well as Godzilla's Monsterpiece Theater, trade paperback. And if you are a fan like I am of Retro Fan magazine gives you all kinds of nostalgic stuff. It's so much fun. Love this magazine. If you haven't seen it, do check it out. It's a lot of fun, especially for those of us who remember the originals of a lot of this stuff back in the 60s and 70s. And it's great stuff. They go farther back than that, even before my time here on this planet. So let's see here. What else do we have? Okay. We have a stack of comic books that's measuring up to 10.5 inches, people. Not bad at all. 10.5 inch comic stack. Let's see what we have for variant covers at this point. So, well, this isn't actually a variant cover. It's Planet Death. It's the Chromium edition, and it's a flip book. On the other side, you get the hero trade. Looks like this hero has been murdered here. And then on the other side, this flip book, it's a Chromium cover, wraparound Chromium cover. And the flip book, and this is Planet Death on this side, issue number 1. We had Planet Death issue 0, I think, on Free Comic Book Day. But these two are going to be behind the counter because they're Chromium, and they're $10 a piece. So while they're not rare variants, they're more expensive, and they're Chromium, and they're easily damaged. And there's no fixing Chromium covers if they're bent or anything. So no pressing them. But anyway, unless you're more expert at it than I am, correct me if you are, but trying to press Chromium once it's damaged is probably difficult to do. Space Ghost Annual number 1 in 10 variant covered by Jay Lee. This is the sketch art. Good morning, Wolf. How you doing? Good to see you. And we've got Minor Arcana 1 in 10. This is issue number 9. Void Rivals number 1 is 1 in 10 cover. Thundercats Powerpuff Girls number 1. This is a 1 in 5 variant. And I'm hearing that Thundercats is going to get a TV show or something. This is Cal Exit. This is a dystopian future where certain areas of California have been taken over by some sort of militia, and there's basically war going on out there. Cal Exit number 1. I think it's kind of timely. It's in the news. And that's a 1 in 5. This is a 1 in 3. Cal Exit. Number 1. So it's like, Brexit, where Great Britain removed itself from the European Union. This is Cal Exit. I guess certain parts of California are exiting California and the Union, the United States. The last boy, number 10. This is a 1 in 10 Virgin variant, Peter Pan and the mermaids there. And this is a unlockable. We got the Virgin cover here, and if you look closely, there's some tragedy. The mermaids are all upset, and when you look closely, it looks like Peter has lost the hand. Spoilers. What's going on with that? Batman 161, 1 in 25. Whoa, a lot going on there with Hush. And Batman 161, 1 in 50. Batman looks like he's defeating his foe, Hush, there. Absolute Wonder Woman number 10, 1 in 25. What a great cover. I love that. And Absolute Martian Manhunter number 5, 1 in 25. Some great stuff there. All right. Moving right along. How are we doing for time? Not bad, not bad. We're going to start with the biggest stack of the week, which is the combined publishers of independent comic books. They stack up taller than anybody this week. Next after that is DC, and Marvel's stack this week is absolutely dwarfed. It is tiny compared to it. And I'm getting used to this new haircut. I don't like it. It looks a little bit like Guy Gardner, you know. But, you know, the good thing about hair, it grows back out. I'll find somebody else to do my hair next time. I didn't like this one particularly. She was a wonderful lady. This is just not how I wanted it cut, so I got to find a different barber. Like you guys care about my haircut, right? Godzilla number 1. New series. Lots of covers. That's it. For those Yosagi Yojimbo, this is 10,000 Plums, part 5 of 5, the long-awaited ending. Charles, what we got here? I hope she's not watching this live stream. Well, you know. The Last Boy. Number 4. And this cover, I showed you the variants of those. But there's also one more. This one. It's a great cover. This is the evil entity in that story. He's got a crown floating over his head. It's the devil himself. Minor Arcana. This is Lemire's book. Jeff Lemire's book. It's issue number 9. And we also have this cover for it. Did any of you get out to see Superman? I did. It was great. I think I talked to you about it last week. We got to see the premiere. If you haven't seen it, highly recommend it. Great show. Very entertaining. Got all the personalities right. That's important. Money Shot. Yeah, this was a plastic bag because it's pretty much porn. Yeah, there's a story in there somewhere, I'm sure. Geiger, number 16. You know, got the go-go checks at the top. I love that. Okay, and a Gunslinger, number 45. And what's coming up in the next issue? This cover. We have that to look forward to. If I seem a little tired, it's because I've had the writing bug. You know, before this, I was the editor of a magazine. I was a journalist, and I did a lot of nonfiction writing. But I like to write fiction on my own, just for fun, mostly. I did write that children's book I told you about, Jillian McLeod, Happy Scout. A Smile is Born. But I'm working on other fiction, mostly, like I say, for my own fun. But sometimes you get into the groove of writing, and you suddenly it's 4:00 in the morning, and you've got no time left to sleep. The Ice Cream Man. And that's what's happened to me the last couple of nights. I've been hit with a writing bug, and I churned out some more of scenes in the silly story I'm writing about a supermodel who's gotten into a bad relationship. Not usually the kind of stuff I write, but it just suddenly popped in my head, so I'm writing it. So that was Hornsby and Halo number 8, and this is the seasons number 6. We also have Rockefellers with a cool homage to Fantastic Four number 1. I'll show you that after this one. This is number 7, and then there's this one. Look at that! How cool is that? That's fun. And Space Ghost Annual, they made a mistake on this one for one of the covers. I'll show you, actually 2 of the covers. I'll show you that in a minute. This is a Space Ghost number 1, Space Ghost Annual number 1. This is a Virgin variant. This was actually an incentive. This was not supposed to be in the stack. It was supposed to be in another stack. I don't know how it got in here. It was supposed to be in with the variants. But here it is, and I'll get the price on that and get it over with the variants as soon as possible. Space Ghost Annual. So we have this cover. Jay Lee, and then this cover, I like that one, and this cover. But we also had a couple of blank covers, but they've inadvertently made it the shiny covers, and they need to be the just plain rough covers, so that they can draw on them. These you can't really do much with it other than maybe a Sharpie. You can't use pencil or regular ink, so this is a mistake. Though I don't know if they've contacted us about this one yet or not. They've done this before, and usually the companies will just send replacement copies, and usually they'll tell us to destroy these. But I know some of you love these kind of little errors that happen, and you'll want to own your copy because say, hey, that's an error copy. So they're there for you if you want. Blood Letter number 2 from Image. From the World of Spawn, as is Rat City, number 16, from the World of Spawn in the future. And we also have The Curse of Shirley Johnson from the Spawn universe. This is the little girl that was murdered by what was his name? The Violator, I think, the clown. And she has turned into a little piece of work herself in her spiritual form. Thundercats Powerpuff Girls. If you are a Powerpuff Girl fan, well, they've hitched a ride with the Thundercats crowd. And number 1 hitting the stands today. Powerpuff Girls and Thundercats. You got to love that. I mean, come on. It's Powerpuff Girls and Thundercats. These are the little girls who were grown in the lab by their father, the scientist. I don't know if you know their story. It's pretty twisted. Oh, blank covers. Yeah, if you want to draw your own Powerpuff Girl comic book cover or get an artist to do it for you, or just go and have autographs done on it, or both, there they are for your collecting pleasure. Provided for you here at the Comics Club by the Comic Book Pusher. Nowhere else can you get this kind of service. Vampirella Armageddon number 1. Look at this Linsner cover. You know how much we love Linsner. He's amazing. What amazing covers. And look at this. Mark Spears. Number 1. And that's his Universal Monsters on there. Great stuff. And there's also we got just so many covers here. You're just not going to believe it. Let me get to them here. There's a whole stack of them. Look at this one. How beautiful is that? And, hey, doll. The other half of the crew just walked into the store. There's this one and a nice shiny foil one. And look, Mark Spears Monsters in shiny foil. You know you want that. Get it. Here is our cosplay lady. Her name's gone out of my head, but you know her. She's very famous for her cosplaying of Vampirella. And, hey, you want to do one of your own? There it is. There's the blank cover for you in blood red. Exquisite Corpses. This has gotten a lot of positive feedback from my customers. They really enjoy the madness of this comic book. It's horror and murder and mayhem. And then you get this one that is a bagged one, and it comes with an actual playable playing card from the Exquisite Corpses card game, which apparently is in development or out there somewhere. Circuit's Seduction Revenge. This is, as you might understand it, from the cover, Dolly said that should have been obvious to me. It wasn't so obvious, but robots are involved here and sex. So there you go. Cal Exit. These are the regular ones. I love this cover. The Battle of Universal City, and you see the Universal City globe there in ruin. There it is. Some guy hanging off of it dead, it looks like. We also get Captain Planet and the Planeteers, issue number 2 this week. We got a cool Jay Lee cover. Looks like this one must be connecting. I don't know what it connects to. I wish they would make that clear. They should put it right on there. Hey, kids, this one connects to this issue. But they don't do that for us. We have to go find the information ourselves, track it down. So, there's that. Got a lot of sliding going on here. Let me get these moved over. Silverhawks is up to issue number 5. Got considerably more variants. Is this next one Mark Spears? It looks like his style. I think it is. Vanishing Point. This is issue number 3. Void Rivals, issue number 21. We have a couple different covers. Are you a Barbarella fan? We got the Linsner Barbarella cover. And then this one, which I think will be highly collectible, it is a nod to Akira comic book, as you can see. Feral, part 15. Sixth Gun. A blank cover for you, but once again, they've done it on the slippery paper. They were supposed to do it on the regular paper, but they didn't. So I don't know if they're going to put replacements out for that or not. I haven't heard. And this, last but not least, for the indies, is Huck, Big Bad World. If you haven't read Huck before, this is actually number 3. Huck's a fun story. You should definitely look into it. Okay, and there's our indies for this week. Let's jump into DC, which is the next tallest stack here. Mr. Terrific, issue number 3. So they've nailed the personality of Mr. Terrific in the Superman movie. What a fantastic depiction. It really was spot on. New history of the DCU, if you want an updated version of the DC history, you can find it in here. We've got this is issue number 2 of this. Black Canary on one and Batman on another one. Here we have Green Arrow number 26. A couple different covers for you. And a lot of them, of course, are advertising the Superman movie. Green Lantern number 25. Some fun covers on this one. Got that one by, I think that's Spears again. He's been prolific lately. And this is a glow in the dark. If you like your comics glowy in the dark, there's another one to add to your collection. Justice League Unlimited is up to issue number 9. Some fun covers for this one. All right. Got all the Gotham City Sirens on the cover of that one. All the heroes from the DCU. Superman. It's from the movie. Yep. There he is. That's a great cover, eh? And what's that? It's a Martian Manhunter morphing into Joker or back and forth, whichever. One or the other. Absolute Wonder Woman. Award-winning. Got an Eisner Award for the writing. Some great covers here. First appearance, I think. First full appearance of a character in this issue. And I think this is might be part of her on the cover. I don't know. Martian Manhunter is up to issue number 5. It's an interesting take on Martian Manhunter. If you haven't been reading it, you should. It's great stuff. Those Absolute comics have been so much fun. Batman 161, which is been going through that new Hush story. It's been super popular. A lot of great covers here. I guess this one is connecting, eh? I don't know what it connects to, but it looks like it must be connecting to something. And the nod to the Superman movie. And your cover A. We have The Flash Bad Moon Rising Special. Number 1. DC versus Vampires World War V. This is issue number 11. And there's a great Supergirl cover in this one. Not that. That's not Supergirl, but this one. Look at that. What a great Supergirl cover, right? I'm loving it. And there's the whole gang up on the balcony in the snow. And then there's Superman number 28. We got this nice shiny foily cover. We also have this one. He's calling Crypto to dinner. Out on the farm. Saturn Girl. I hope she's in the story. I haven't read it yet, but wow. I love the Saturn Girl cover. Great stuff. Superwoman. Lois Lane. And there's the non-foil version of that. Last but not least from DC, we have Gotham City Sirens, Unfit for Orbit, issue number 4. And another Superman movie poster. It begins, it says. Yes, it begins, because there's going to be a lot more to come in his new DC universe, cinematic universe. Can't wait for the other shows. The next one up, I guess, is going to be for the movies. I guess next year we get Supergirl and her galactic spanning adventure. She hasn't drunk the whole thing. If you haven't read Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, you should read it. We should have more in stock soon. If we haven't got more yet, I think we're going to have some soon. They've been selling out like crazy. Phoenix. This is Phoenix number 13. A couple different covers. Runaways number 2. Like I say, Marvel had the shortest stack this week. Spider-Man, Spider-Verse, Venomverse number 3. Look at this cover. It looks like Swamp Thing and the Power Rangers. So there must have been a Swamp Thing comic and a Power Ranger comic laying on the table in front of him when he decided to do this cover. That's what it looked like. Storm, issue number 10. Some nice covers. I envy the artists who can do this stuff. I wish I could draw like that. How amazing it is that they can draw like that. Star Wars, Dr. Aphra, Chaos Effect, issue number 2. Uncanny X-Men, issue number 18. Rogue. Don't get a lot of her. It's always good to see Rogue on a cover. West Coast Avengers, number 9. Oh, I think Tony's having a bad day. Holy cow. Is that Tony? Or is it somebody else? Looks like Tony. I haven't been reading this, so. Is that Tony Stark? Does anybody know? Let me know. And don't forget to leave a comment down below and to give us a thumbs up. And that comment you leave gets you entered into our monthly drawing. 1 entry per show that you leave a comment in. This is a special facsimile edition of X-Men number 137. The Phoenix storyline. This is new, but it actually came out last week, but somehow something happened in the ordering where they didn't have this on the final order cutoff for us, and somehow it slipped through my fingers. But we have it in now. It's X-Men Age of Revelation number 0. And they gave us the 1 per store thank you last week. And that book is already hitting like $75, $100, something like that. It's skyrocketed. After Wednesday, it often happens that books will just shoot up in value. Psylocke number 9. Love that cover. She's busting through the wall there. Emma Frost, White Queen. Some great covers here. Fun covers. It must be nice to strut around in your underwear all the time like Emma Frost does. Okay, we have Moon Knight number 10, which is the legacy number 250. If you care about legacy numbers, it is a legacy number 250. Amazing Spider-Man number 8. Has a whole bunch of covers. I'm loving this first one right off the bat. What a great cover. Oh, that's awesome. Great black cat cover there. I'm liking it. Good stuff. Okay, Doom Division number 5. There's a couple covers. And Gwenpool number 3. This is Iron Man number 10. One World Under Doom tie-in. Lots of One World Under Doom tie-ins. Franklin Richards, Son of a Genius, featuring Herbie, issue number 1. Jeff the Land Shark is up to issue number 2, and a whole bunch of different covers for Jeff the Land Shark. What a fun comic book. That's the Rivals one. And that one, and this one, and this one. I promised you guys at the beginning of the show that I would give you details of the upcoming sale that we have. It starts on the 26th here at the Comics Club, and it will run for an entire week all the way to August. August 2nd. So a Saturday to a Saturday. This is our big midsummer sale. And let me see here. Let me get you some better details here. Here you go. Have a look at that. So it starts Saturday, this 26th through August 2nd. The next Saturday, it's BOGO on all regular back issues. Buy one, get one free of all of our regular back issues. Wall books at 20% off. Now, if you're a Discount Club member or subscriber, that gets you 25% off all wall books for a solid week. No excuse not to come in, guys. Oh, I was out of town. Not for the whole week. Come on, you could get yourselves in here. BOGO, trade paperbacks and graphic novels. You got to love that. This is going on for a whole week. Comic Care, 100 count current bags, just $6 a pack. That's for your standard ones, not the resealables. Those are a little more. But those are only $8. So this sale is going on. Bad luck for me. I leave on the 26th early and get back on the 3rd. I am so sorry, man. Send a surrogate. Send somebody in your stead to buy up all you need. Can I save even more on the item with the magic word? I'll tell you what, the magic word, which will be presented in just a moment, is good for 15% off any single item in the store. And so all of these are already on sale. So things that are already on sale don't get you an extra discount. However, you could get a discount on, say, this wonderful Magic the Gathering thing with the secret word. That'll work. And it'll also work for anything that's not on sale, like Pokemon packs. But that's our big sale that's going to be happening. It starts on Saturday, and hope you guys can make it. Mark your calendar. Tell your friends. Get on over here. And don't miss out on this 1 week long sale. And if unfortunately you are going to be out the whole week, like unfortunately Joel will be, send in somebody, tell them a list. This is what I need, and send them in here. They'll do your shopping for you. Mr. Happy would like to chime in. Our secret word, in homage to our sale, is midsummer. I think this is the first time we ever used a hyphenated word for the secret word. So midsummer is the secret word. If you know the secret word, it gets you 15% off any single item in the store. If you're a Discount Club member or subscriber, you get 20% off any single item in the store that is not already discounted. Okay. And and that's good until the next week's one. And the next week is our last of five new comic book days in the month of July. I hope you guys can make it to our sale. Mark your calendars. It goes for a whole week, and great discounts, a time to save up and give me more space to bring in more comic books to put on the floor, which we do have. Thank you, Mr. Happy. And we will see you next time. And everybody here, thank you for joining us. We really do appreciate it. And remember, read. It brings out the hero in you.